Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Welcome back to the show. We are joined by our good friend, Kristen Wray. She has her own company, and of course, she does Reiki. So the name of the company is Reiki by Kristen Wray. And again, she's a Reiki master here talking about the benefits, the modality of energy healing. And we want to welcome you back to the show today. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you so much. Please introduce yourself to some new listeners out there and viewers.
Yeah, my name's Kristen Wray. I am a Reiki practitioner. I'm a master, and I do sessions for people, healing sessions and meditation sessions, and I in groups and individually, and you know, it's a meditative practice that we move energy through the body to facilitate your own healing. It's not something that is outside. It's who we are, and it's our own energy that we move to break through. I was thinking about this a little bit today about how my own experience was with the first energy healing session I had, where I felt like all the energy was blocked up in my body, but I didn't know how to express that.
You just didn't. How did you feel? Just heavy?
I felt like, I felt like, yeah, and I knew I needed to do something to get the energy out. And fortunately, the man I was married to at that time said, "Okay, well, let's go see this guy." And he did it. He's a massage therapist, but he does energy work. And he did the session, and I just felt like all this energy was draining out of my feet, and it was so cool. I'm so much better at the time, but of course, I didn't know how to continue doing that for myself. So, we investigated and found that Reiki would be a good way to do that kind of work. And then I continued on. And as time went on, I became, we always want to do more, move forward and learn more information. So I wanted to become a Reiki master. And since that, it's been a really great experience. I've been able to support people in a lot of different ways. In their healing journey, and also in becoming more or becoming attuned to Reiki,
Okay.
and yeah, and moving forward in their life that way. It's been a really great journey, and I have really great friends too. It was a good way for me to meet people and have lasting relationships with these people.
No, wait, I'm also reading that you also are an artisan. You've been weaving for over 20 something years. Is this true?
Yes, this is true.
I never knew about this. We've never talked about it. And you make jewelry.
I do
And
make jewelry. I make.
Oh my goodness. Can we talk a little about that too? I'm sorry.
Sure. I've got some of my weaving right here if you'd like to see a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, hold on. Of course, I made it hard to get. Here's, okay. Here's a couple of scarves I've made.
Got it. Oh my goodness.
These are wool.
Wow. Is that a scarf?
Yes, it's a scarf.
What a beautiful pattern that is. That actually
Yeah,
matches my background here.
It certainly does.
Purple, gold. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then this
goodness.
one. See, well, this one is the weave pattern that makes the pattern, and the other one is the yarn that makes the pattern.
So what are the types of things you're making? Scarves, clothing?
Scarves. I've got the shawl.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
How long does it take to make a scarf? Like to be able to sit and focus, you have that type of energy.
Yeah.
You could focus and concentrate. How long does it take? How long does it take to do something like that?
I'd say if the only thing I did was that, I could do it and eating and sleeping. I could do it in maybe 2 weeks, but it takes a while.
Wow.
I take my time to do it because, you get tired and you start making mistakes, and then you have to undo things and redo things.
And how did you get into this?
Um, I was on vacation in Asheville, North Carolina, and we walked into this art store and there were looms, and I wasn't married at the time, but the man I was going to marry saw the look on my face when I was looking at the looms and said, "Is this something you want to do?"
Oh,
And I found we went back to Atlanta and I found a weaving school that was within a mile of my house. So yeah,
everything was meant to be. The cards
it
were
was meant
aligned.
to
So
be.
do you
Yeah.
do you make things for sale or just for yourself and personal friends? Is that part of what
Yeah,
you
I
do as
do
well?
make things for myself. I have Etsy shop. I've got some Etsy
Shop?
shop.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I also have this other I make pot holders too, so I've got a pot holder shop.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's Kristen Wray Designs on Etsy. It's one word with
Okay.
an
I'm
and
gonna
then
look it up.
the other one is Kristen Pot Holder Shop. There wasn't room for the S, so it's just Kristen Pot Holder Shop.
Perfect. And what
Right.
about the jewelry? Tell me about that as well.
Kristen Ray Designs also. Yeah, it's just I do a lot of chainmail, and I don't really have a lot here. I have a studio that I go to. It's too hot to go there. Well, today it's nice, but it's too hot to go.
Yeah.
Um, and I've got 2 large looms and then all my tools for the jewelry there, and it's mostly there. So yeah, it's
And what type of jewelry? I can't like, do you focus on
earring. I mean,
certain
bracelet.
stones, certain is it part of the Reiki and energy healing that the jewelry is coming, inspired through that or
Yes, the answer is yes. I do use a lot of crystals. Like this is fluorite. I like a lot of rose quartz and I don't amethyst. I mean, real. I like the quartz a lot.
what does quartz do or specify or, help you with? Could you tell us a little bit
It
about
can be a lot of clearing. It helps for me. All the stones help with grounding. Green stones tend to be more of a heart. Green and pink stones tend to be more of a heart
okay.
stones. I have I just I have these around. I have stones all over my house.
Mm.
This is a smoky quartz, and this is a protection stone. Um, it's and what's nice about these is it's some of the stones they collect the energy and they just they
Yeah.
get too full, and then you have to clean them. But with the smoky quartz, they're self cleaning, so they just
Beautiful.
so
Wow. See
yeah
all this
yeah.
I didn't know about you. And also, can you tell us a little bit about you actually did you start rape victims as a rape victims advocate? Did you start a group? Could you explain that?
No, I didn't start a group. This is a agency that does volunteer work, and there's professionals too, of course. We go to the hospital and sit with rape victims when they're getting their exams. We help them with um, the aspects. We help advise them about what the procedures are. When they go to the hospital in Illinois, they get the kit done or they take samples. And it's very emotional. These women are traumatized, of course.
Yeah.
It-
So
and
you're a crisis counselor, correct?
yeah, I'm a rape crisis
Terminology?
counselor. Yeah.
Wow.
We call ourselves medical advocates because it's just a little bit more accessible.
Yeah.
But yeah, a rape crisis counselor. Yeah, it's hard work. You know, I came to it by doing with we have these Reiki clinics sometimes where a bunch of Reiki practitioners will get together. A woman who was working with this organization had um, organized a clinic for their clients who were recovering um, from the trauma. and also for some of the people who work there also. So, and I was doing this work into, doing Reiki with these women. They're mostly women. And I just saw how much healing that they had received already and the place that they were at. I mean, some were really anxious still,
Clearly.
but it, but I could see that there was a lot of progress, and it was like I want to be with these people. They're doing good work. I want to be involved with them, and so that's why some people are called because they are actually victims of themselves for themselves. They've experienced that, and I've been really lucky not to be in that group. But you know,
What made you want to get involved and help, women out like this with this group?
yeah, it was because of the experience that I had with the clinic when I saw how much healing and where they were at. These women were sitting on my table and said, I want healing in these places because this is where I was hurt. Or I could feel their anxiety. People are anxious in the back of their head a lot of times. That's where you feel it. It's where the amygdala is. Well, that's where I feel it. I think it's where they feel it from the inside of the body too. And I can tell that, so I can help move some of that energy for them. Um, it, yeah, it's hard. It's hard work. Sometimes I tell people it's a job you couldn't pay me to do because I need to take time off from time to time. Sometimes an experience is really um, very difficult. Um, and being empathic myself, I have to be careful about how much I take in, and make sure I take care of make sure that I really take care of myself by using my support system. I'm lucky to have a really good support system of women. And this is a set in addition to the art. They're called Resilience is the name of the organization. Um, they're really great, and of course, there's confidentiality with the work that we're doing. It's like a lawyer. I can't say who or what or where, anything about this to anybody except for in very general, broad
Yeah.
strokes. And so I can't even talk to my group of women about what goes on. I can only talk to the people at the organization. Um, and they're great support too. So yeah, it's sometimes I feel a lot of anger around it, because I don't know, it just seems so brutal to be hurting
To
women.
hurt someone, to
Like,
do something
yeah,
against their will. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
But
and
it's great that you're helping so many people
yeah,
heal. And do you
yeah.
actually do Reiki sessions on them, or is it more of a counseling role in a sense? Or do you do a little of both?
I don't do it explicitly because it's not something that they're
I see.
asking for. And usually they're not in a state really to consent to that sort of thing. They're so in the experience of um, really coming to terms with what's going on with them that there's not that space. But I come in with this calm centeredness that seems to calm them down and help them go forward. So it's not that I'm doing it on them so much, it's just that I bring it with me with an
Yeah.
atmosphere. Yeah. I think it's helpful. I mean, it's a legal procedure as well as a medical procedure. So, it's a serious thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw the additional notes. So that's amazing what you do, all forms. So you got to visit your Etsy shop. So Kristen Wray Designs, Kristen Pot Holder Shop. Again, no
Yes.
S. All right.
No.
And the designs, we can find your jewelry there as well. All right, great. So I'm sorry to digress, but back to the Reiki.
Oh,
Sweetheart. I know we want to
yeah.
focus mostly on that.
Okay. Um, so what, yeah, now I'm kind of distracted. Where do we want to go here?
Well, you did mention that you'd want to do a little Reiki on me again. If that's something you still want to do, I'm up for it.
Okay. Yeah.
To kind of remind listeners, walk them through the process and explain to them,
Mhm.
those that are just listening, you know, how it works. And as the recipient of Reiki, what are the things I should know, should I be doing while you work your magic? Should I be
Okay.
thinking of anything? Should I have my eyes closed? I'm obviously clearly sitting and I'm relaxed. So I got that part down, but
Mhm.
I'm not laying down.
Yes.
I don't know if you have to lay down because I don't know if I could do that.
Some people won't wake up. Um, yeah, so in a session, what happens is we connect and discuss what the aims of the session might be, so that I know I have some idea of what's going on and you have an intention set for what you're looking for. Um, and then there might, if we're online, I might do some kind of connecting meditation.
Mhm.
Um, that for a very short time, for 3 or 5 minutes, it doesn't, it be just enough to bring the connection and bring you in the space and bring me in the space that we're together. And then I would do the Reiki. What would happen is I would connect with you. I mean, we have this way that we're already connected, but I would tune into that connection, um, and and send energy. For me, it's a meditation. Uh, I'm tracking the energy, but I'm also in the space with you, and feeling what's going on. For you, just you can have, I mean, from when I have my eyes open, I'm seeing things and I'm thinking about what I'm
Okay.
seeing. So, it can be a distraction. And at the same time, it's like do what you feel is best for
Okay.
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's about your comfort. Um,
All right.
all right, so we can start.
Sure.
Um, so just feel straight in your seat, but relaxed. Um, feel feel your shoulders relax. Feel your neck relax. And close your eyes if you're going to close your eyes. Put your hands in a neutral place. Um, and then we can start. All right. Mm. Feel
Ooh. I feel calm. No, I really was able to relax for months, which was good.
good.
What was that sound I was hearing? Was that you? Like a shh? Every now and then I heard a shh. Oh, my eyes. I didn't see you shaking anything. It sounded like a shh. No?
It could be me. I don't know.
Yeah, like one of those like rain sticks for
Yeah.
shh. And then I looked up and I didn't see anything in your hand. So I was like, is that the energy
Hmm.
talking to us?
It could be.
Wow.
I felt a big release in your neck, maybe a cooling sensation at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, there's just some pent up energy in your body. Hopefully, I was able to release for you.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I feel good. Just that was like less than 5 minutes, I think, right? But I closed my
Hmm.
eyes and it was pure silence. It felt good.
Yeah, it was 4 minutes. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then
Hmm.
eh, what's supposed to happen the rest of the day? I know it's a quick session, but normally,
Right.
will I start to feel different? Did you put energy in a certain, like you said, the neck? Anything else that
Yeah,
you felt or picked up that?
and I sort of concentrated on the lower abdomen because you say you have
Yeah.
problems there. Maybe I felt maybe some relaxation in that area and removed some energies, got them to move along. Um, so, drink a lot of water. Is energy work is dehydrating, so drink water. But that we should drink water anyway because it's what's healthy for us.
Good. That's what I'm doing. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And relax, and just let it work out the way it's supposed to.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. There's a concept that Reiki goes where it's supposed to. There's a certain intelligence. I think it has to do with our own body intelligence. And here we are with our and session.
Maybe it was the cat I heard. See, I heard.
Maybe.
Oh,
People say I make sounds when I do the work. I don't always pay attention. I'm sort of concentrating on what I'm
yep.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always here. She's always here for a good Reiki session too. Here she is. Um, yeah, so if you have time to yourself, just to take a few breaths and maybe scan your body to see how it feels different at
Okay.
the end of the day. Yeah, a good thing to do. And just take care of yourself. Um, take some time. Right. She's she's sad it's finished.
I have to get my cat to the studio. Cuddles would love him. Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
So how do you want to end? I mean, we have 2.5 minutes left. What else
two
would
and a
you
half minutes.
share about Reiki, your services, and how you can help someone out there who maybe just tuned in halfway through and heard silence? They're like, what's going on? Kristen Ray here is talking about the Reiki work she does. Clearly, it's virtual. It could be done over Zoom or a phone call. Uh,
Mhm.
how would somebody reach out to you? Would you mind sharing that?
Sure. Right now, I just have my phone and an email address. We're working on the website. It'll be named
Yeah,
KristenWray.com. But it's the phone number is 872-221-0576. It's 872-221-0576. And you can call and leave a message or text me. Everybody texts these days.
I know it's the most easiest modality of communication. I think for
I
sure.
think so. And then my email is kaw.reiki, that's REIKI, at yahoo.com. That's kaw.reiki at yahoo.com.
Great.
So, yeah. Um, It's a subtle energy work. It's complementary work that goes, it can go along with whatever kind of other treatment, medical treatments or psychological treatments that you're doing. It's not, I mean, it can stand alone, but it's not going to cure you of everything. But it does aid um, in, in these treatments with pain, with anxiety, with trauma, dealing with traumatic experiences. Um, and it's a really great way to calm down and just be with your body. A lot of times we're in our head, we're thinking all the time. And we go to work, we go to the computer and think, and we're in our head. And it's a really great practice so we can be in our body.
Right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kristen. One more time, give us the phone number so we could text you.
Yeah, it's 872-221-0576.
Perfect. Thank you again for your time, for your session, for your energy, and for being our friend here, Kristen Wray. Thank you for doing what you do. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking.
Thank you. Same here. You're so sweet. Thank you. And everyone else, please stay tuned. More of the show, of course, is coming up right after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.